Hello and welcome to this data visualization webinar. Today we'll be talking about data visualization in general. We'll start by taking a look at data layers, then we'll have an overview of a case study and an overview of the tool being utilized. So when we're talking about data visualization, we have to think about the layers preceding it. Data needs to first be gathered from the different data sources, which on their own might be lacking sufficient information. Once this data is connected and aggregated, we start giving context. We start asking what is happening, and this reveals relationship, changing data into information. The next we need to ask why did certain events happen, and this would lead to revealing patterns. To do this, we give meaning to the information we have, which leads to knowledge. With this knowledge, we start asking what is the best practice to reveal principles, and this gives insights, leading to wisdom. The final question that we have to ask ourselves is what is the best course of action, revealing the direction. So we are giving purpose to wisdom and thus giving us decisions. This is the path that we take to lead towards data visualization. To further explain this, we are going to make use of a case study of train trips in Spain during the year 2019. This data set is made available publicly on Kaggle and is being further complemented with weather data available from Visual Crossing. Hello, this video is part of the Data Visual project. In this video, we're going to take a look at the case study used in this webinar. Specifically, it is the Madrid train network dataset, which is available on Kaggle. It is also complemented with weather information obtained from Visual Crossing. This dashboard has been created using Power BI and is available on the Microsoft website. Should you want to contact members of this project, you can make use of the email and website links provided here. So the report proceeds with providing an overview of the number of trips and the duration average. You can see this information based on the fare type and train type. Selecting any one segment would change the context of this report, and we can see how the data changes. This would allow for further analysis. In the next page, we are looking at some insights about the trips, such as the fluctuations in the price average based on the duration of the trip. We can further contextualize this data by taking a look at a specific date range, thus allowing for more detailed investigation. We are also able to do predictions on future train departures. We can also look at key influencers. In this case, we are showcasing the key influencers for the increase in the number of departures, based on the vehicle class, fare, vehicle type, and other variables that have been prepared in this report. In the last page, we can take a look at date analysis. Again, we are taking a look at the number of trips, but we are also adding weather information, specifically the average temperature. We can again give a context for the date range, which would change the visual report. We can also see the number of trips based on the hour during the day, as well as a card showcasing the total revenue. Finally, we have some key insights generated based on the visuals of this report. So, during the upcoming videos in this webinar, we'll be looking at how we can build such a report. Thank you. In order to create a data visualization as the one demonstrated, you need an appropriate tool. In our case, we're using Power BI by Microsoft, yet other options do exist. The idea of such a tool is to connect to a number of data sources, then undertake an extraction, transformation, and load process in order to manipulate the data, allowing the editor to visualize the data, targeting the desired audience. In the case of Microsoft Power BI, there is an ecosystem, a suite of applications. We start with the desktop application, also known as Power BI Desktop. This is what a person would use to create the report. Once the report is finished, it can be published on a Power BI service. Microsoft has an openly available service which can be utilized, yet an on-premise option does exist. Should a user want to make use of the report on their smartphone, there is also an option to have Power BI mobile smartphone app. Power BI makes use of a number of concepts. It builds everything on datasets, reports, and dashboards. The datasets are the connections to the actual data sources, which are then manipulated to create visualization on a singular report, a report representing one page. A collection of reports is then aggregated in what is called a dashboard. It is the actual dashboard that is published and provided. When a user creates an account for a Power BI, they are automatically assigned a personal workspace called the My Workspace. Yet, if the individual is working in a team and wants to collaborate with others, then there is a public and team shareable workspaces which makes this available. Hello, in this project, we are using Power BI. Power BI is a Microsoft product, and you can find it on powerbi.microsoft.com. Power BI is actually an ecosystem that is made up of a number of products. The desktop product is available on the Microsoft Store. It is the desktop application that you can use to create a report. Once you have the report ready, you can publish it on your account. Your account is available online at app.powerbi.com, where there you can see the different reports that you have published. You can further edit the report online and share it with different individuals or collaborate in different projects. It is also possible to have the Power BI dashboard available on your mobile. You can find an Android app in the Google Play Store. Thank you. That concludes our webinar. We thank you for your attention.